everyone, we're going to start off with the fire danger because that is the top of the list when it comes to what to expect this weekend and something to take seriously. This has been happening a couple times where we have dry fuel, gusty winds, and lack of rainfall, and that equals out to an elevated risk for fires. And I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing us saying don't burn. If you're under a burn ban, of course you can't burn, but there's plenty of areas that have not reinstated those burn bans. We just want everybody to be mindful because fires can start and spread very easily, and there have been a few fires that have been out of control. We know, we've covered them. Wind and wind gusts for Sunday. This is what we're looking at. Very similar to today. We will have winds coming in from the south around 10 to 20 miles per hour and occasional gusts up to 30 miles per hour. I think we'll fall just below that criteria for a wind advisory, but it's definitely not out of the question. We did have one issued earlier today, a wind advisory that expired at 7 p.m. So if we get one tomorrow, again, the conditions are very similar and I would not be surprised. That's issued by the National Weather Service Office. Excessive rainfall outlook. This is another thing that's issued by the Storm Prediction Center, Weather Service offices. They kind of team together here. We have a slight risk for most of our area in East Texas. That means we have a slight chance of scattered flash flooding. Remember, flash flooding can occur 6 hours after an event. That water level can continue to rise in those small creeks and streams. And also, if we're getting rain over a couple of hours, of course, that can lead to flooding too, plus the dry ground. And then we have a marginal risk, which equals out to isolated flash flooding risk. This would be why. Look at this rainfall that is on the way. Rainfall totals predicted to be anywhere from 1 to 3 inches in some localized spots. Generally, I think we will get about 1.5 to 2 inches of rain, which would be great. But again, there's a difference between if we have that throughout a long stretch period of time or if we have downpours all at once. So either way, we can get flooding. It's just something that we have to keep on our radar and keep an eye out, especially for those small creeks, rivers, and streams. And runoff is another issue too when it's so dry outside on that grounds. Forecasted overnight lows for tonight, not quite as cool. It will be pretty mild here. We're in the upper 60s overnight. And then tomorrow afternoon, similar to today, we'll have daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s. Moving forward into the last week of October, can you believe it? We have above average temperatures favored in the forecast, looking at previous climate data and how October has been shaping up so far. Extending the map here, if you're looking for an area a little bit warmer, maybe travel up to the northeast. Out to the west, it will be cooler than average, but if you're spending Halloween here, we will have temperatures that look like they could be right around average or just warmer than average, which would be good for those trick-or-treaters. Maybe a light little sweater would work for them. 7-day forecast here brought to you by Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital. Monday night into Tuesday, the rain arrives. We will have rounds of rain, some thunder rumbles possible, and that flood threat. Gusty winds will also be in the forecast for Monday and Tuesday. But then things calm down. Wednesday and Thursday, they're also cooler. And then Friday, we get a few more showers added to the forecast.